Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. Hope you're all having an amazing day. We're starting off with the black pieces against the 1781 from Brazil. We have a d4 here. Let's go ahead and play knight f6. We've got a c4. c4 will go for a King's Indian. They look like they're going into it. Which is always a good thing. And yeah, they are. I mean, it's still the King's Indian, regardless of what they play on the F file. But they've got a pretty normal looking one. We'll go ahead and play e5. E5 is a very cool move in my opinion. They can take indeed. It's fine for us, completely fine for us. What's the line here? You go ahead and take this F pawn. I think you take the F pawn. You could potentially go rook e8 here. Oh gosh, what's my theory? What is my theory? Takes, or is it just knight takes straight away? Knight takes straight away. Yeah, knight takes straight away. It's got to be. Yeah, and this just loses a piece because of bishop takes with check. This just loses a piece for them. So we're happy, you know. Up a piece out the opening, you know. Who can complain? We are down the bishop pair. We are down a pawn, but for a piece, I'd take it. I'd very much take this. This is why you need to know your theory. If he knew that, he thought he was getting an extra pawn out of the exchange because of the threat on the rook. I guess he thought knight takes c3 was the move. But, you know, it's just not like that. It's just not like that. What can I say? Knight c3, I guess. Just develop. Kind of want to stop them developing, though. We could go rook e8 here. Rook e8 castles, knight takes c3. Is a very cool move. No, bishop just moves. No, but then we just are up a pawn. We need to develop, really, though. Let's just develop. You know, I don't wanna mess around with this. We're up the piece. So we just play solid, I think. Just focus on development. Focus on getting the most out of our pieces. We'll play a bishop e6 here, looking for knight d2, winning this pawn here. We'll get the keep focusing on getting the rooks out, and just chill for the game. You know, that doesn't seem like a particularly wise move. Bishop f3, you're walking into knight d2. No, walking into knight d2. You take, I'm happy. I've got rid of your bishop pair. Where else is your bishop actually going? Go back there, we just take. Go back there. Yeah, that's the only square it can go to save the bishop pair. I guess you could go there too. But then you're blocking in your rook, so I'm very happy with that. That's interesting. No, we can just take the rook. Just take the rook. Takes check. We good? Yes. Yes. Resigns. Okay. Well, that was exceptionally quick. We only spent a couple minutes there. So we'll do some theory. Why not? We'll do some theory. I think I got it right. 99.7% accuracy. It was only about 10 moves or something. But how many moves was it? 15. Hey, not bad at all. 99.7% accuracy. Fair enough. So I'm sure you all know the King's Indian, but just to remind you, I guess is the word. It comes from d4 c4, and you play this fianchetto setup, where you go d6. You could potentially castle first, but then you walk into sort of e5. So d6 just stops e5. And there's tons of things they can do here. That's the same-ish, very tricky. 4 pawns, which you've seen on my channel before. You can bring either bishop out, I think are valid moves. wherever the bishops go. You could play like a bishop g5, although I don't think that's actually good. You could play a fianchetto line. That's valid as well. And this is the problem with playing the King's Indian as black. There are so many moves white can do. And you need to know all of them, because every single move changes the game enough that it makes a difference and changes the plan of the game as well. So you do definitely need to know all the variations. So if you like theory and you're good at studying theory, go for it. It's a very fun opening, and you get a good King's Indian, it makes your whole day. It makes your whole week a good King's Indian. So it's very rewarding when you get it right, and you get very fun attacks, very tactical games, sacrifices, stuff like that. Hikaru's got some absolutely amazing games if you want some examples. But yeah, you do need to know something for everything, which makes things tricky. Luckily, this is all sort of like quote-unquote mainline, except takes. So the move here is actually a bishop e3 or castles, I believe. At which point knight c6, and then you play d5, knight e7, and you're looking for knight back f5 is the idea. Starting this kingside attack. They could also push this straight away, is an option, which point you play a5 and you work the knight into the game this way. So again, like all these tiny moves change the plan completely. There are lines where you go knight d7, but again, this does change the line, change the plan. And you're more playing in the center than launching the kingside, because the knight isn't on e7 to cover this f5 square, which makes things a bit more complicated to launch a direct kingside attack. So it's a bit different, but this exchange line is completely fine. And what they did is completely fine up to this point. Knight takes f7. So you see here, knight takes e4 is the best move, and this is all theory. Knight takes his theory, and you just take the bishop. So that's the theory I know. That is, how many moves? 10 moves of theory. 10 moves. Not that bad. But yeah, here I think you just take this knight is best, and then we trade off. And we have an equalish position. Computer saying 0-0. Both players have a bishop pair. I'm a bit more developed, I guess. But you've got an annoying knight here in the center. It's dead even. But yeah, knight takes f7. It looks nice. It looks nice. You think you're getting an extra pawn out of it, which you would if I just took this this knight, you know. You would be able to do... what is it? What's the best move here? Knight takes e4, obviously. Yeah. And then you see you're just getting an extra pawn. But the problem is... not knight takes, because that doesn't come with check, at which point you are losing because knight takes d8. You take with the bishop instead. Now it's annoying to give up your bishop pair, but the fact it comes with check is what wins you the extra piece. White's left with these really ugly double pawns. You're struggling to get your bishop out, both bishops out, and you've still not castled. Well, I'm a few moves away from development, I guess, but I've got this beautiful open file. My king's not in any danger, again, because of this c4 pawn blocking the check. So it's super nice. You can go like a rook b1 potentially, but again, just maybe even a fianchetto if I've got time. And this is, I mean, it's crushing. This is minus 3.8 for black here. And you can go through the rest of the moves. There's not much they can do. It's just losing. So if you are going to play... And the reason they resigned here is because I just take this knight, this rook. They take with check. I've got time to win it back. And here I'm, what, up a piece? Up a rook, even. So, happy days, I guess. Happy days. But yeah, if you are going to play this as white, play the exchange line. Remember, just take the knight. Play the equal game. And try drum something up in an equal position. That's a skill in its own. And it's something I'm trying to work on. Trying to create chances in an equal position. Sometimes, though, you just got to take the equal position. Take the draw. A draw's not a bad result. You know, I think a lot of people are scared of draws. Don't be. A draw is... It's it's fine. That's the whole point. It's fine. It's peaceful arrangement. But yeah, bishop takes. If you are playing this as black, remember bishop takes, not knight takes. It's tempting to go knight takes because it's hanging, but you've got to get the check in, basically. And yeah, that is that. Very high accuracy game. Very happy with it. And again, it shows you the power of knowing your openings. The King's Indian is very tricky though, so maybe I'll do a King's Indian video. I don't think I know it well enough to actually be a quote-unquote authoritative figure, but I can potentially do a video showing you the basics. There are tons and tons of resources. Naroditsky's always great for any sort of openings. Watch Hikaru's games, look at Master Games, see their plans. And don't, especially with the King's Indian, it's very easy to repeat the same moves over and over again. But like I keep saying, every single different one move thing changes the plan for black. So you've got to know all the plans and know the ideas behind it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like if you liked. Please subscribe if you really liked. And I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.